Hello everyone, my name is Vinito Garcia Alboro from Best Ed Social Studies 3-5. So in this presentations, guys, we will explore the common teaching models, which is the discovery learning, inquiry learning, and problem-based learning. So we all know, guys, that these models provide a framework for educators to design engaging and effective learning experiences for students. So let's proceed. So first we have the discovery learning. So in discovery learning, guys, hands-on exploration. So we have it emphasizes active hands-on explorations where students investigate concept and solve problems by themselves. So it encourages learners to be curious, ask questions, and discover underlying principles through experimentation. So in a student-centered approach, guys, rather than passive absorptions of information, discovery learning requires the students to take an active role in their own learning. So the teachers acts as a facilitators, guiding students to uncover knowledge rather than directly providing it. So in discovery learning, guys, it places students at the center of the learning process. Yes, because through hands-on activities and explorations, students actively construct their own understanding of a concept. And also the teachers acts as a facilitator, providing guidance and support as students make discoveries. So this approach, guys, fosters critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity. So, for example, a science experiment. So the students are provided with various materials like baking soda, vinegar, and balloons. And also the teachers facilitates a discussions about what happened when these materials are combined. Students then design their own experiments to test their hypotheses and observe the chemical reactions that creates carbon dioxide gas, inflating the balloons. So, um, in the examples provided, guys, students are not directly told about the chemical reactions between baking soda and the vinegar. So instead, they are encouraged to design their own experiments and discover the concept for themselves. Okay, next is we have the inquiry learning. So inquiry learning, the student-centered approach, inquiry learning puts students in the driver's seats, encouraging them to ask questions, explore, and discover knowledge on their own. So in driven, this models taps into students' natural curiosity, fostering a love of learning and desire to understand the world around them. So in critical thinking, guys, inquiry learning develops critical thinking skills as students analyze informations, form hypotheses and draw their own conclusions. So in inquiry learning challenges students to think critically and ask questions. So students develop and investigate questions to learn about a topic. So the teachers also play a crucial role in guiding students through the inquiry process, which involves formulating questions, conducting research, analyzing informations, and drawing conclusions. Okay, so in inquiry learning fosters critical thinking, research skills, and communication skills. For example, uh, social studies, the American Revolutions. So the teachers presents a driving questions. What were the key factors that led to the American Revolution? So students conduct research in a small groups, exploring topics like the French and Indian War, uh, the Boston Tea Party, and the Intolerable Acts. So they can share their findings with the class. So analyze the informations and draw conclusions about the causes of the revolution. So, in the example provided, guys, students are not simply memorizing facts about the American Revolution. So instead, they are actively engaged in the research and discussions, developing a deeper understanding of the causes of this historical event. So, next we have the problem-based learning. Okay, in problem-based learning, guys, a collaborative inquiry In a problem-based learning, students work together in small groups to uh, investigate and solve complex real-world problems, developing critical thinking and collaborative problem-solving skills. So, in a student-centered approach, guys, the teachers acts as a facilitators, guiding students through the learning process and encouraging them to take an active role in their own educations. So, in authentic assessment, guys, um, as students showcase their understanding through these presentations, projects, and other performance-based assessment to demonstrate the ability to apply what they've learned. Okay, so problem-based learning, guys, challenges students to apply their knowledge and skills to solve real-world problems. So students work collaboratively in a teams to analyze a problem scenario, brainstorm solutions, conduct research. So this approach, guys, fosters problem solving, collaboration skills, and communication skills. So example, So examples in environmental science, so water pollution. So the teachers present a scenario about a local water source being contaminated. So the students works in a teams to research different types of water pollutions, its causes and effects, and potential solutions. So they then develop presentations to educate the community about the importance of clean water and propose solutions to prevent future contaminations. So in the examples provide, guys, the students are not just learning about the water pollutions in a abstract way. So they are actively engaged in finding solutions to real world problems that could impact their community. So so that's all of the my part, and I will pass the flow to the next reporter. So thank you.